Angel Falls is a waterfall in Venezuela. It is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall, with a height of 979 am and a plunge of 807 am. The waterfall drops over the edge of the Auyantepui mountain in the Canaima National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the Gran Sabana region of Bolívar State. The height figure 979 am mostly consists of the main plunge but also includes about 400 am of sloped cascades and rapids below the drop and a 30-meter high plunge downstream of the Talus rapids. The falls are on the Gauja River, which flows into the Churun River, a tributary of the Carrao River. History, name: the waterfall has been known as the Angel Falls since the mid-20th century. They are named after Jimmy Angel, a U.S. aviator, who was the first person to fly over the falls. Angel's ashes were scattered over the falls on July 2, 1960. The common Spanish name Salto Ángel derives from his surname. In 2009, President Hugo Chavez announced his intention to change the name to the purported original indigenous Pemon term, on the grounds that the nation's most famous landmark should bear an indigenous name. Explaining the name change, Chavez was reported to have said, "This is ours," long before Angel ever arrived. This is indigenous property. However, he later said that he would not decree the change of name, but only was defending the use of Kerepakupai Vená. Exploration: Sir Walter Raleigh described what was possibly at Tepui, and he is said to have been the first European to view Angel Falls, but these claims are considered far-fetched. Some historians state that the first European to visit the waterfall was Fernando de Berano, a Spanish explorer and governor from the 16th and 17th centuries. According to accounts of Venezuelan explorer Ernesto Sánchez La Cruz, he spotted the falls in 1912, but he did not publicize his discovery. It is possible that Cruz saw the Montoya Falls in the Sierra Pacaraima region, which are more than 500 m tall. They were not known to the outside world until American aviator Jimmy Angel flew over them on November 16, 1933 on a flight while he was searching for a valuable orbed. Returning on October 9, 1937, Angel tried to land his Flamingo monoplane El Rayo Corona atop Auyantepui, but the plane was damaged when the wheels sank into the marshy ground. Angel and his 3 companions, including his wife Marie, were forced to descend the Tepui on foot. It took them 11 days to make their way back to civilization via the gradually sloping backside, but news of their adventure spread and the waterfall was named Angel Falls in his honor. The name of the waterfall Salto Ángel was first published on a Venezuelan government map in December 1939. Angel's plane remained on top of the Tepui for 33 years before being lifted out by helicopter. It was restored at the Aviation Museum in Maracay and now sits outdoors on the front of the airport at Ciudad Bolívar. The first recorded person of European descent to reach the base of the falls was Latvian explorer Aleksandrs Lame, also known as Alejandro Lame to the native Pemon tribe. He reached the falls alone in 1946. He was the first to reach the upper side of falls in the late 1950s, by climbing on the backside where the slope is not vertical. He also reached Angel's plane 18 years after the crash landing. On November 18, 1955, Latvian Independence Day, he announced to Venezuelan newspaper El Nacional that this stream without any known local name should be called after a Latvian river, Gauja. The same year, this name was registered in the National Cartographic Institution of Venezuela. There are no convincing proofs that indigenous Pemon people had named the local streams, as Auyantepui was considered to be a dangerous place and was not visited by the indigenous people. However, lately the Pemon name Kerep is used as well. Lame was also the first to clear a trail that leads from the Churun River to the base of the falls. On the way, there is a viewpoint commonly used to capture the falls in photographs. It is named Mirador Lame in his honor. This trail is used now mostly for tourists, to lead them from the Isla Ratacube camp to the small clearing. The official height of the falls was determined by a survey carried out by an expedition organized and financed by American journalist Ruth Robertson on May 13, 1949. The first known attempt to climb the face of the cliff was made in 1968 during the wet season. It failed because of slippery rock. In 1969 a second attempt was made during the dry season. This attempt was thwarted by lack of water and an overhang 120 meters from the top. The first climb to the top of the cliff was completed on January 13, 1971. The climbers required 9.5 days to ascend and 1.5 days to rappel down. Tourism: Angel Falls is one of Venezuela's top tourist attractions, though a trip to the falls is a complicated affair. The falls are located in an isolated jungle. A flight from Puerto Ordaz or Ciudad Bolívar is required to reach Canaima Camp, the starting point for river trips to the base of the falls. River trips generally take place from June to December, when the rivers are deep enough for the wooden curiaras used by the Pemon guides. During the dry season there is less water seen than in the other months. In popular media, Angel Falls also inspired the setting of the Disney animated film Up, although, in the film, the location was called Paradise Falls instead of Angel Falls. It also makes a small appearance in the Disney film Dinosaur, as well as the 1990 film Arachnophobia. References. External links: official website of Angel Falls at Beautiful World.